always make sure you check with your doctor before you start any exercise program. Welcome to your gentle yoga dance class. We're going to have a very mellow experience today. Let's just start by planting our feet about shoulder width on the mat and doing a gentle sway from foot to foot, feeling the mat and feeling your balance. While you're doing that, let's lift the tummy up and in, lift the pelvic floor. And then we'll settle into our feet in the center and try rocking forward and back a little bit. Okay, settle into the center. Now feel that you have all four corners of your feet grounded into your mat. And we'll start with a shoulder roll. Inhaling up, squeeze the shoulders up into your ears. Let's take them back. And then release them down slowly. And with that, we'll breathe. Take a big breath in. And then let it go. So here we're just releasing a little shoulder tension, joining our breath and our movement. And letting go of any stress that might be happening in our lives. For one short hour, we're giving ourselves a little bit of tender, loving care. All right. We'll move on down to our shoulders, and we're going to roll one and then the other. Roll up and back and down. Move into your hips and sway from side to side. Bend your knees. Let your arms do anything they like. We're just taking a little time to feel the music. Okay, let's take our hips in a circle, front and side. We're loosening up the hip sockets, front, side, back, letting the synovial fluid flow in the sockets. Reverse, front and side, back and side. Bend the knees, let's wake up our feet. Lift one heel at a time. Let your arms swing. Stretching out the bottom of your feet. You might hear my toes crack. And now we're going to go on to some slow neck rolls. If you feel dizzy at all, you could hold on to something or sit in a chair. So we'll take our head to the side and chin across the chest. We're really taking our time, inhaling at the top and exhaling as we take the head down and across. Let's reverse our circle, take it to the other side, chin across the chest. If you don't like taking your head to the back, just take it up and across. All right, we're taking our feet a little wider. Toes turned out, and we'll lunge right and left. Make sure your knees go in the same direction as your toes. We're going to work on opening up our heart, stretching out our pectoral muscles, and moving the hands, moving the shoulders, moving the bones that go into the shoulder socket, and moving the synovial fluid around in the socket. So we'll bring our elbows in and our hands back. It's almost like you're swimming, a tiny swimming sort of a movement. And you're setting your shoulders back, your shoulder blades move towards your spine. And you feel the heart opening. You feel the pectoral muscles stretching out just a little. You know, we all spend way too much time hunching forward. And this is helping to get the shoulders back where they belong. We're going to bring the arms up and out. So if you can, you'll take this a little bigger. And if this doesn't feel good, go back a step, keeping your elbows into your waist, and just work with that movement. Okay, if you can, we're taking it up to a YMCA. And taking the arms up and back. Here in the center, we're going to bend our knees, taking them out to the side, coming to a demi-plie, and then on the way up, let's really make sure we pull in the tummy. You can bring your arms up or just take them out to the side, so you can decide about that. I'm going to alternate between all the way up and out to the side. Let's press the shoulders down. We want to make sure our knees are traveling in the same direction as our toes. Wider if you can. We're taking the right hand and pushing it down, flexing the fingers, flexing the palm of the hand, wrapping the arm behind the head, And then pushing the hand down and flexing. And if that doesn't feel good to your shoulder, you could bring your hand across the front and down. So that's up to you. We're changing sides, so we'll press down, flex the palm, and bring your hand around the back of your head, or bring it across the front. Let's just do one more. Okay, I'm bringing my toes and heels in. Toes and heels, toes and heels. And the feet are back beneath the shoulders. Taking a big breath in. Exhaling down to a chair pose, pushing the tail back behind the buttocks. Pushing the buttocks back behind the heels. Inhale up, stretch your side. And come on down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Stretching out the side body, opening up the rib cage like an accordion, filling the lungs with air. Strengthening the thighs. Let's stop with ourselves in the chair pose. You can stay here with your hands on your thighs, just holding the chair if you want, or join me as I forward fold. I'm going to bring my hands down, exhaling, bringing my hands down, down, down. Taking a big breath in and exhaling as I roll up. So if your back is feeling cranky, stop in the chair pose and don't go any lower. If you feel comfortable with coming to your forward fold, go right ahead, relax over. Make sure you take a nice big breath in. Exhale and roll up slowly. Arms up and out. Sitting into your chair. Forward fold. Big breath in. Exhale, roll up. I'm doing this a few more times. Anytime you need to take a break, you're allowed. Let's do one more. Awesome, guys. We're taking our feet wide and turning the toes to the right. On the back foot, we'll turn the heel a little bit so the foot is just a little turned in. Let's come on down to warrior two. Drop the shoulders, square the chest to the front, and come on up. So here we're going to practice tracking our knee on top of the ankle. Pushing the outside edge of your foot down into the mat. And really press your shoulders down, reach out of your fingertips. Let's hold this. Okay, we're coming to a peaceful warrior. The left hand will rest on the thigh and the right hand will reach up. And then we'll really slowly go to a very easy, gentle side angle with the forearm on the thigh. Let's come on up again. Peaceful warrior. And then down slowly, side angle. And up. And slowly down. Okay, here's the last one. I'm pausing here, taking a breath, and then I'm going to relax my hands all the way down to the floor. Exhaling, bringing the hands down towards the floor. I'm lifting the back heel and coming to a low lunge and just rocking forward and back. I'm going to put both hands on the instep side of my front foot, and I have my hands in fists. Just because my wrists find that a little bit easier. I'm bringing the back knee down and coming to hands and knees. Just moving myself to the center of the mat and pressing my tail back towards child's pose. Reaching the arms up the front of the mat and feeling a delicious stretch in the lower back. And then coming up to a half plank with the tummy in. Lowering slowly with control down onto my tummy. And here with my elbows tucked into the waist. Exhale, lift head and shoulders. And that can be big or small. You get to decide how much you want to do. And then slowly come down. And here a lady's push-up is next. Back to the child's pose. If I could not bring my forehead to the mat, I would stack my hands and rest my forehead on the back of my hands. We're going to come back up to standing, so let's get onto our hands and knees. Bring the right foot forward. Take a minute to take a breath and make sure you're not going to trip on anything. We're standing up slowly and coming back to center. Feet are wide again. And here we'll turn the toes to the left. Square the torso to the front. Take the back heel back just a little bit, and we'll float the arms out, drop the shoulders, come to a little warrior two, and up. So again, we're practicing tracking our knee over the center of the ankle, pressing the outside edges of our feet down, exhaling down, inhaling up, and we're reaching right out of the fingertips, right out energy all the way, wall to wall. Exhale down, inhale up. Let's do a couple more of these. And we'll hold it. And now slowly coming to our peaceful warrior, placing the hand on the thigh and reaching up. And then very slowly coming to a side angle, nice, gentle, easy side angle, forearm on the thigh. Let's do that again, slowly coming up. And transitioning down to the side angle. This will be the last one, and I'll hold it for a little bit. Holding this, taking a breath, and then bringing the hands all the way down to the floor, lifting my heel in the back, bringing the hands to the instep side of the front foot. I'm resting on my fists because I find that a little bit easier for my wrists. And rocking forward and back, giving my foot a little tender, loving care. Bringing the back knee down and coming to hands and knees. Coming back towards child's pose. And just taking a minute to breathe and feel the delicious stretch in the lower back. Then coming up to hands and knees and forward to a half plank. Pulling in the tummy muscles, waking up our core. We're going to slowly lower, bringing our elbows in towards the waist, controlling all the way down, strengthening our arms. Let's take a breath in. And exhale, lifting head and shoulders a little bit or a lot, it's up to you. And take a breath. Okay, slowly come down. Let's do a lady's push-up and we'll go back to child's pose. And rest. Sit up, and we'll put our hands behind us on the floor, Bend the knees. Take the feet wide apart. And we're doing a few windshield wipers, just getting back to loosening up the hips and doing very gentle twists here. Don't worry about how far you take this. My feet are flexed. I'm digging my heels in. Just going from side to side, looking away from the knees. Sitting with the legs stretched out to the sides. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Pull in your chin just a little bit. Okay, let's go from side to side slowly. We'll reach towards the right side and take the left arm up by the ear. Stack your shoulders. Come back to center. Slide your left hand down the left leg and bring the right arm up by your ear if you can. Let's really take our time with this and loosen slowly in the lower back. If your back's really tender today, just reach straight up and don't worry about bending too far to the side. You want to do the amount that feels delicious. So I'm loosening up a muscle in my lower back that attaches from the pelvis to the bottom rib. It's called the quadratus lumborum, and sometimes it feels really tight. Let's just do this twice more. Bring our hands to the front, walk the fingers out. Don't worry about how far you can go. You're going to feel a big stretch in your inner thighs. As you start to relax, you can walk the fingers out a little further. Let's take some nice slow breaths. Inhale through the nose and a long exhalation out of the mouth. One more breath. Nice big breath in and exhale. And slowly come on up. Beautiful. We're going to get on our hands and knees now. We're putting the right foot forward and the left foot can stay back. If you want to have your left knee down, you can, or up. That's optional. My left hand is on the floor, and if I found the floor too far down for me to reach, I'd use a yoga block under my hand to bring the floor a little closer to me. I'm reaching my right hand up, taking a big breath in, and then threading the needle slowly, reaching under the arm on the left. So bringing the right hand up, inhaling open, and exhaling down, threading the needle. This is called the greatest stretch. It does a lot of things. Joining your breath and your movement, inhaling as you reach up and exhaling as you reach under. And now coming back to a half split. I'm putting my hands on each side of the front foot, stretching the front foot, the front leg out straighter. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And I'm going to leave my toes pointed for now. I'm just rocking from hand to hand. Now, if I wanted to deepen this stretch and get off my back knee, I tuck the toes in the back and then come on up to a big runner stretch. I love this because I feel the back leg stretching in the calf area, and the front leg is getting a big stretch in the hamstring. Changing legs, so I'll go back to hands and knees and put my left foot forward. I'm leaving my back knee down, but I could lift it if I wanted to. And now I'll float the left hand up, inhaling. And then exhale, reach under the right arm, thread the needle. I'm pressing the hips forward to open up my hip and stretch my hip flexor. Inhaling, reaching up, and exhaling, threading the needle. Now placing one hand on each side of the front foot, I'm bringing my hips back and coming to a half split. I don't have to get the leg totally straight. Having a little bend in the knee is fine. I'm rocking from hand to hand. Just because I like to move in my stretches. Okay, and if I wanted to deepen this, I could come up to a runner stretch. So I'm going to tuck my toes in the back and come on up, lifting the toes in the front, pressing the back heel down towards the floor. coming out of that, back to hands and knees. I'm going to take a moment to go to a wide knee child's pose. Take the knees apart and stretch the hands out to the front. I'm just going to rest my forehead down on the back of my hands and take some nice slow breaths. Walking the hands over to the right side, I'm crossing the left hand on top of the right. Pausing to take a breath. And then slowly walking the hands over to the left side. Walking the hands back to the right side. And one last time, taking them to the left. And now I'll sit up again with my feet wide apart and try my windshield wipers again, see if my hips feel any looser or relaxed. My hands are going behind my back. I have my feet flexed and I'm taking my knees over to the right as I look left and then center. I'm taking my knees to the left as I look right. Nice big breath in, exhaling into the twist. My last twist to the left, and I'm stretching the legs out again, seeing if I can get them a little bit wider this time. Okay, going on to a stretch that I call the archer. We're going to reach for the toes of the right leg. Now we don't have to touch them, we're just sliding our hands down the leg. Then we come on up and pull our bow and arrow, pull the left elbow back, then reach up, take a breath in, and exhale down over the right leg. Next, I'll circle my left arm and reach my left bicep up by the ear and stack the shoulders. Walking the hands across to the left side. And pulling the bow and arrow. exhale, reach up and out and down over the left leg. And drawing a big circle with the right arm. Getting the bicep close to the ear if I can, and stacking the shoulders. And walking the hands really slowly over to the right side. Pulling the bow and arrow one more time. And then reaching over that right foot and down. Drawing a big circle with the left arm. Stacking the shoulders. Walking the hands across the center. Pulling the bow and arrow for the last time. Reaching out, up, over the left leg and down. Drawing a big circle with the right arm and stacking the shoulders. Now bringing the hands to the center. Let's see if we are any more relaxed than we were the first time we did this. Walk the fingers forward and relax over. Take slow breaths. When you feel yourself starting to relax, walk the fingers a little further forward. Slowly sit up. We're going to get to our hands and our knees and make our way up to standing. So just take your time. Bringing one foot forward and taking a moment to come halfway up. Let's check and make sure there's nothing we're going to trip on. And come all the way to standing. We're taking the feet wide apart in a big A position, and the toes are pointing forward. Taking a big breath in. Coming down to a forward fold. If I felt like the floor was too far away, I put my hands on the seat of a chair. Exhaling with a flat back, bringing the hands down. Going for a nice easy twist here, so we'll breathe in. And then exhale, reach the right arm up. Holding the stretch, take another big breath in. And bring the hand down as you exhale. Keeping a flat back, breath in. exhale, sweeping the left hand up. Taking a big breath in. And exhale, bringing the hand to the floor. Bending both knees. Taking a breath in. And exhaling, rolling up very slowly. Bringing the arms up and behind the back. Lacing fingers, stretching the chest open. Lifting the hands behind you, getting a big stretch across the heart. And here you can stay just like this or forward fold. So I'm going to breathe in and exhale, forward fold. I have a little bit of a bend in my knees. Letting the neck relax. Taking a couple of breaths. And slowly coming back up to standing. Giving the shoulders a roll. Bending the knee on the right. My knee is coming forward because my feet are parallel, and that's the direction my toes are pointing. I'm dropping my hip on the right and reaching my right arm up over to the left. Slowly coming up, bending my knee on the left, dropping my hip on the left. Reaching my left arm up and over. Bending the knee on the right. Dropping the hip on the right. Reaching over to the side with the right hand. You're reaching to the left and coming up. Here's the last one. Bending the knee on the left, dropping the hip on the left, reaching up and over with that left hand, and slowly coming up. All right, let's take a big breath in, come to a 5-pointed star, and then exhale, bend the knees and come on down, down, down. Placing your hands either on a chair or on the floor. Stretching the legs straighter. Walk the hands over to the right side. And we'll hold the stretch here. Take a couple of big breaths. Walk the hands over to the left side. Take a couple of breaths. Nice, slow, deep breaths. And come to the center. Bend the elbows, relax. Bend the knees, take a breath in. Exhale, roll up slowly, slowly, slowly. Let's turn our toes to the right. And the back foot can turn in just a little, keeping the legs pretty straight. We'll put our hand on the left hip and reach the right arm out. And come on out and down to a nice triangle. Here I'm keeping my hand in front of my calf, but I could rest my hand on my shin if I wanted to. I'm going to stack the shoulders and raise my left hand. Then slowly come up. I can really feel my core working hard here. I'm going to try that again. Exhale, reach out and down. I'm bringing my hand in front of my calf because I really want to work my core muscles. And I'm lifting my left hand up, taking a breath, stacking the shoulders, and then slowly coming up to standing. Okay, I'm going to try that on the left side. So toes face front, and then I'll turn my toes to the left. The back foot can turn in a little bit. My right hand on my right hip, and reaching the left hand out. I push my buttock back into my right hand and reach out with the left. Bring it down either to the shin or in front of the calf. And again, I want to stack my shoulders. Take a breath and slowly come up. I'm noticing that I find it harder on this side, so that's interesting. Reaching out and down again. Repeating one more triangle. Stacking the shoulders, bringing the hand up, taking a breath, and slowly coming up. I'm turning the toes to the front. I'm going to place my hands on my lower back with my fingers pointing down towards the floor. My hands are just at the top of my buttocks. Take the elbows back. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Hold the stretch. Take a couple of breaths. And then come back up. And here I'll bring my hands up behind my head. Pull my chin in. Press my head back into the hands. All right, bring the hands up and to the lower back again. One more time. Elbows back. Tummy tight, lift the heart, stretch up and back. And slowly come to standing. Bring the arms up behind the head. Pull in the chin, take the elbows back, push the head back into the hands. Relax. Finishing with a little stretch for the shoulders, I'm going to hold my wrist behind my back. So I'm taking my right wrist with my left hand and pulling the arm down and letting the right shoulder drop down. And then taking the head to the left side. I want to feel the stretch from behind my ear down over my shoulder. I need to take some slow breaths just to relax and let all the tension go. Coming up. So now I'll hold the left wrist behind my back and pull the arm down. And drop the left shoulder, so the left shoulder's coming down. Then the head's going over to the right side. And taking a couple of breaths here. I'm taking my right arm, pushing it out to the right, fingers are flexed up towards the ceiling, and I'm bringing my hand down a little bit. I'm going to turn my head and look down towards the left side. And I feel a great big stretch again from behind the ear, over the shoulder, down all the way to my wrist. And coming up, taking the left hand, fingers up, pushing the palm down and away, taking the head over to the right side, and then turning to look down towards the floor. Pushing the left shoulder down, taking big slow breaths. And coming back to center. Bringing the feet closer together. I'm going to take a big breath, bring my hands to my heart. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. And I just want to tell you how much I appreciate being here with you. It means so much to me. So thanks, guys, for joining me and giving yourself a little tender, loving care this morning.